It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, April 1st, 2021. It's 7 a.m.
Bye, Bob. I had to do it. How are you this morning?
I'm good.
Good?
Good.
Good. A little chillier.
Little bit, yeah.
Little chillier. Not too bad,
though. Coffee hits the
though.
spot today, let me tell you. Yeah, a little frost on the pumpkin here and there.
And it doesn't hit the spot the other days you drink it?
I don't know, just that the extra cold.
Your 40 cups?
Just kind of hits the spot today, Anyway, yes, it's cold outside.
It is chilly out there.
The temperature is. Whew, 35. I'll get to the weather here in a few minutes. Wow. Oh, my goodness. It's been some pretty days windy.
Yes.
Have some wind.
Yeah. Been a little wind.
Yeah. Took Pepper to the park. What was it? Yesterday, I think it was. Man, the wind kicks up. But anyway, April 1st. We got through the very first quarter of 2021, and I got to go through here, and I've got to real quick. I'm not doing a coronavirus report anymore, but I want to bring this awareness to everybody. Stone County, Arkansas. Look at this. We have some counties here. 0 cases.
Awesome.
0 cases in Stone County, Arkansas.
And you look down at the bottom, there's some popping up down at the bottom of the state.
There's some down at the bottom, too. We have 4 counties with 0 cases. Stone County, North Central Arkansas with 0 cases. And that's a good thing. And so, moving right along, congratulations to Stone County for doing that. And
I guess I can take that back off.
I should have told you that before I moved.
I'm going to go ahead and change my screen as I'm talking.
But yes, it's coming to an end. Anyway, welcome to Down on the Corner program. Hope your April 1st is off to a great start for the beginning of the second quarter.
It is.
April, May, and June.
It's went quick, though. The beginning of this year seems like it's flown by.
Yeah, well. Yeah,
to me, it has.
Yeah, it's just. You've been busy every weekend, though.
I know.
January 1.
It's wrestling season.
Season. I mean, it's go, go, go. Yeah, but, how many matches have you think you've done since the 1st of January?
I couldn't even count.
You can't.
There's no way of counting, man.
No wonder it went by fast. You've been in Branson and Little Rock and where else? We're all over. Was there one in Fort Smith? Did you go over to Fort Smith area?
No, we didn't have one over by Fort Smith.
Or
Russellville, Searcy, quite a few down in that area. Little Rock.
Central, yeah. Anyway, hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance, and follow what COVID-19 restrictions are still going on at the hospital. And then you got Bomber Boulevard at 7:03 in the morning. Of course, they're going to be busy with faculty, staff, administration, and students getting into Bomber Boulevard, going over to the junior high and Mountain High School. And then, of course, 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness. All 3 locations are ready to serve you the best coffee in town. Mochas, lattes, frappuccinos, French, vanilla, pumpkin spice. They've got it all. If you had your choice, what would you take?
Flavor.
If you had your choice of coffee.
Just black. If I was drinking coffee, it's black. Yeah, I do not foo-foo it.
Really?
No. If I'm going to drink coffee, it's because I'm drinking coffee, and it'll be black.
Straight black, huh? Yep.
And on cold days, I don't mind a cup.
Yep. Pretty good. And, of course, they have cinnamon rolls, muffins, blueberry, blueberry pumpkin.
Turnovers.
And what?
Turnovers.
Turnovers, yeah. I need to see if they got some more of those. It's pretty good. They were really good.
They got you covered. Whether you're a coffee person or not, they have something for you.
You bet. Yeah, like Mike says, hey, man, we are real coffee. And then you got your cinnamon rolls and all the stuff that goes with it. I mean, you can't beat Brewed Awakening. Mike's doing a great job. Him and the staff are ready to serve you at all 3 locations, so be sure to take advantage of that. You want some Brewed Awakening coffee at home? Buy a bag of beans, grind them yourself, or they'll grind them for you. Half pound, 1 pound, 2 pounds, whatever, a little bit more expensive than your regular coffee at the grocery store, but well worth the extra money because it's the best coffee in town. Brewed Awakening coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Roller Funerals of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. with all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. 29 in the state of Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Pre-planning, passing of a family member, friend, loved one, whatever it may be. With all our respect, is how they do business. It's not just something we print on the screen. That's how they do business on a daily basis. And I can't say enough good things about the Roller Funeral Home people. Excuse me. They're just, very professional. And you've dealt with them on occasions, and just remarkable how they handle the situation.
I tell everybody, you want to know the difference, Roller Funeral Home, just go talk to one of them.
Yeah.
You'll quickly find out where their heart and their passion is, and they truly want to help them make a difference.
Yep, and they do. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect, they make a difference all across the state of Arkansas and, of course, in western Tennessee. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, recently President Biden said we should put our trust in our government, but I beg to differ on that one. The same government is anxious to stick a needle in our arm, hoping to end COVID. If our government is to be trusted, especially in finding vaccines to protect us, how on earth can 15 million vaccines be thrown out because of an ingredient mix-up? In my opinion, we've blown this way out of proportion, got in too much of a hurry, and now sloppiness in manufacturing is occurring. Trust my government? Nope. Had we as a nation had faith in Jesus Christ years ago, we wouldn't be in this mess right now. Lord, there's a lesson to be learned here. I pray you give us wisdom to learn that lesson. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now, dun dun dun, the weather.
That high note wasn't bad today.
It wasn't too bad, was it?
It wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too shabby.
Wow. What do you know? It actually worked this time.
It's just as a professional. It just oozes out.
So we have a oozing trumpet, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scooter with his oozing trumpet. I can see you on the Ed Sullivan Show 50 years ago.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
You do remember the Ed Sullivan Show?
I do.
You do? Really?
I do.
Wow.
I have seen it.
You have seen it?
Yes.
Really? How far back?
I don't know, but I do
Black
know
and
what
white
it
or
is.
color?
I don't remember, actually.
I've seen it in black and white.
Before God created color.
Well, before God allowed TV cameras to show color, yeah. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. The website retiredtoarkansas.net. Time to take a look at the Wet River. Ooh, not a cloud in the sky over there. Wow, look at that. 62-412 Highway Bridge, the left side of the screen. City Cutter with a little bit of fog. You see a little bit of fog in the middle there. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Just
got a
hint of
little bit
fog?
there,
Yeah.
a little hint.
A little hint of fog.
Little hint, not bad.
Sunrise over Cotter. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. Cameras in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas. The river separates the two counties. And, of course, the city of Cotter, Arkansas, with a lot of good family and friends down there. Love to go down to Cotter and enjoy the White River, and good friends down there as well. While you're at retiredtoarkansas.net, you can take a look at all the listings from the Z-Team and Century 21 Lemac Real Estate and all the other MLS numbers. You'll see that on the grid there where it says MLS number. You can enter that from another publication. And, of course, the MLS covers Southern Missouri, Northern Arkansas. Now, the Z-Team's licensed both in Arkansas and Missouri, so either state, you're welcome to call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793. Say, I need to talk to you. When you hire the Z-Team, you get the best professional real estate team in the country. They have the 2 awards to prove it. Well, 1 award is coming. It's the most prestigious award you can get through the corporation, not just the local Century 21, but through the national corporation. It's a very hard honor to get, and they've got it 2 years in a row for outstanding service and sales and public relations after the sale. When you hire the Z-Team, you get 2 more friends, because Bob and Linda's going to be right there with you through the whole thing. Very professional, and they care about what they're doing. They care about the people they serve. And so, morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's Adora, 870-405-0793. Right now, whew.
So it sounds like it's cold.
35, Mountain Home in Harrison. 34 in Batesville. He gets worse. It's 32. 32 in Salem, 35 at Calico, 36 in Flippin, 28 in Marshall. Oh, gee, cold down there. Wow, 32 at West Plains around the region. Cold in St. Louis this morning, 31 there. Poplar Bluff at 34. 28 at Springfield. Look at this, 32. There's 5 degrees difference. To put this in contrast, like Watford City's like 1,500 miles from up near the Canadian border. It's 30 in Watford City and 35 in Mountain Home. It's warmer there than it is in Marshall and Springfield.
Unreal.
Ooh.
Never know. They've been weird this year.
They've had a mild winter up there. My goodness, wow. There's not much precip in the United States. Basically, west of Washington, D.C., it's just dry. You know, got a little bit there in Pennsylvania and Ohio. That may not even be hitting the ground, but you got shark activity from basically the east coast of North Carolina, Virginia, way up into Maryland, and then the New England area moves on up into Canada. Just not a lot going on. Southern tip of Texas showing a little bit down there, but overall we're in pretty good condition. All the highways in Arkansas seem to be clear, 62, 412 east and west. We got Highway 65 to Branson, Highways 67, 167, Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas. All the interstates, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, looking good here. I-40, Little Rock, Memphis, Jackson, Nashville, looks good there. Fort Smith West, Tulsa, not bad at all. Northern Mississippi, Western Tennessee, Dyersburg, everything in good shape there. State of Missouri, nothing in Kansas City. I-35 is clear. I-49, 44, 70, I-55 to St. Louis. East St. Louis, Illinois, east on I-64. We're in good shape there. I-57 to Carroll. Paducah, Kentucky on I-24 looks good. No problems there. Not bad at all. We do have a freeze warning in effect. This is pretty widespread. Widespread.
It's pretty widespread.
It was the trumpet that did it. That oozing trumpet.
That oozing trumpet.
Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, all with a freeze warning out there. Some watches. Wow, chilly weather out there. 7-day forecast today. Have another freeze watch tonight. And then on Friday, Good Friday, will be high of 58. Today's a high of 53. 65 on Saturday. 71 predicted for Easter Sunday. It's going to be a nice Easter Sunday this year on April 4th. Checking iDrive, Arkansas. We have some slow traffic in West Memphis and what's this in Little Rock that popped up? They have a problem on Interstate 30. There you go. Large pothole on Arch Street Bridge requiring closure. Well, they're doing some work right there in downtown Little Rock. So I do this to show you how to navigate the map. Not all this stuff affects Mountain Home, Harrison, or surrounding areas that may be tuned in today. But, I have to go to Little Rock. Well, this way you know how to navigate the map, know what to look for. Now we'll check the City Mountain Home, see what we have here, Cardinal Drive. A little bit more traffic nowadays. I guess spring break is over. Maybe a little bit more normal situations here with a little bit of relief from the COVID restrictions. That's Cardinal Drive looking towards McDonald's. And this is looking down the hill. Not as much traffic here. You see Clay Maxey Chevrolet here on the right-hand side of the screen. Of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center along the mountain back over in here. And so we'll take a look at Highway 5 North. Not much traffic, but what's there is moving pretty well. Looking pretty good there. In Missouri, they have just various construction areas and some maintenance going on there. And choose your route and then check and see if there's any delays going on there in the state of Missouri. Norfolk Lake at 560.65. Bull shows at 670.09. Pollen index right now is 8.8. It's high with juniper, elm, and maple. Tomorrow predicted to be a 9.6. Crude oil prices are sitting at $59.25. That's up just a hint. Dow Jones Industrial average dropped 85.4 points to close at 32,981.55. And a little bit of a news item here before we take the break. 15 million Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccines thrown away after ingredients mix-up. That's scary.
Okay, did they get out to the public or did they catch
Apparently
it there?
Not. They caught it before it got to the public. No,
so it didn't. Okay.
They caught it and they said, whoop, we got, so they scrapped it all. So, just.
I mean, it's nothing for anybody to panic on that.
No panic, but just a news item. I heard this yesterday and I thought, well, I'm going to hold off saying anything. But then CBS News had it several times. I thought, well, we better mention it. And coming up at Eastside Baptist Church on April 17th, we have Lifeway Women Live simulcast, Pursuing Christ Together, April 17th, 2021. $20 is your ticket price, includes the box lunch. And Lisa Harper, Jackie Hill Perry, Ruth Shaw Simmons, Christy McClellan, Jamie Ivey, Angie Smith, Austin Stone Worship, and Point of Grace will be part of the worship team, and that's going to be a simulcast. For more information, Natalie Slusher at yahoo.com. Then up in Mountain View, Missouri, Interdenominational Women's Conference, Rooted in the Word. Keynote speakers be Shailene Bryan, Sarah Forhes, Sheila Walsh, and other fine folks there. $40 per person, $45. Well, now it's $45 because as of the 31st of March, they had to go up $5 on it. And so that takes place at First Baptist Church in Mountain View, Missouri. Let's see if I got anything. Oh, yeah, I got one more I got to find here. Here we go. Get excited about the Easter egg hunt on Saturday, April 3rd, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the parking lot of the Timbo Valley Assembly of God Church. We invite everyone to participate. There will be a regular hunt for the children along with the contest and games for all. Children will be divided according to age. For each age division, there will be games and contests with prizes for the winners. Eggs filled with fun surprises will be available for the children to hunt. Also be serving hot dogs, chips, drinks, along with a 40-foot banana split. Takes place at Timbo Valley Assembly of God in Timbo, Arkansas.
40-foot banana split.
Woo!
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it be something?
Would everybody just eat on it all at the same time? How does that work?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be fun?
I do have one thing I'd like to put a shout out. I'm going to put his picture up on the screen. Drew Lindsay signed up yesterday.
Where's he at? Which one? Do you got?
He's the one right in the middle, the purple shirt right in the middle with the paper in front of him. Where he's doing his sign, and he's going to go wrestle for the University of the Ozarks in Clarksville.
Really?
So he is a great young man.
That's a good school down there.
He had great family. Just couldn't say more positive things about him. So if you know Drew, or
can you not
if you
enhance
see
that
him,
picture a little bit? We got a little.
I could probably bring it bigger.
So we can see him.
Yeah. Let me see if I can enlarge that.
There he is.
Kind of right there, right in front of the paper, or right behind the paper.
There you go. Congratulations. That's good. And say that again now. He signed to wrestle with
University of the Ozarks in Clarksville.
In Clarksville, yeah.
So he'll be starting his next wave of adventure in wrestling. So congratulations to him. He's a great kid. He deserves it. He has done a lot with our program. Cool. So just wanted to put that out. I was there yesterday for the signing, and it was very moving. It was really great. Good to see.
It's good to see their accomplishments and be able to move on. Ain't that great? All right.
It is.
You bet. Time for a break. Be right back.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the Brindley staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
And we're back, and we welcome, as usual, our Sheriff Montgomery, Baxter County Sheriff. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
How you doing? You're looking good.
Well, thank you.
Happy birthday a couple of days ago.
Thank you very much.
Hope it was a good day.
No, it actually wasn't.
Got a year older.
but since you, oh no, that's good because getting older is better than the alternative. But since you asked, so
Okay.
I started out. I had get a little blood drawn first thing that morning, for just a routine yearly checkup, and then I had to get a flat fixed, and then I spent the entire day in circuit court.
You had a good day.
So I sat there from 10 o'clock until right at 5 when I was testified on the stand. So and then so we had friends take us, Karen and I, out to dinner, and so we get there and sat down, and about just a few minutes after we sat down, and then my phone started ringing off the hook. Because they had that incident that happened at Casey's, and so after about 10 or 12 times of getting up from the dinner table to answer the phone, it was. I'm actually. I think I'm going to have a do-over.
I would. That's terrible. Circuit court all day long. Then that happens on your birthday.
Yeah. But like I said, the birthday doesn't bother me. I mean, because that's by far better than the alternative, and I've been blessed, and I have my health, and so yeah.
So did you see? I got to be proud of Stone County. Of course, we're not part of Stone County. Look at this: 0 COVID.
Wow.
That cool? That's cool. How's all your people, are they healthy? Any situations?
I think we've had, somebody asked me actually that late yesterday, I think we've had 5 employees test positive, I think.
Did they ever get ill?
Do what now?
Were they just...
one of the 5 was sick. I mean, the others were just mild symptoms.
Really?
We've had no no cases in our jail.
That's amazing.
And that's knock on wood. I mean, because it could happen. So I mean, I don't even know. We've had to administer several inmates tested when they've been sick. And employees, we don't require testing of our employees at all. That's their choice.
That's their choice. That's good.
So yeah, we've been blessed, but it's a little, and I can tell you that I have faced a little criticism through this whole mess because I look at it. Our number one job is to serve the public, and so we never closed the front door. We never stopped taking calls. Nothing.
You did your job.
We did our job, and so nothing changed. And even in the jail, I want to say it's about 3 weeks, we stopped visitation and stopped the church services that we have there for, I think it was about 3 weeks. And then we opened it back up. And so, but some people felt like we should be locking the doors and only talking, and other counties did something similar to that. And that's their call. I mean, again, I got elected sheriff, and I have to make those decisions. And I'm not saying this was a right decision, and some people will think it was right, and some people think it's wrong.
I think you made the right decision.
I just had to do what I felt like was the best, because part of the problem, and I think the best analogy is, I have to look at a big picture. So, and I gave a quick example. So I've got, 5 different divisions within the sheriff's office. You've got detectives and support services and patrol and all of that. But so when we have our weekly meetings, it's natural that if you are in charge of the jail, your decision making, you want things to go that way. And if you're in patrol, you're going to make decisions. Well, I have to sit back and look at the big picture and say, what's the best for the department as a whole?
Oh, yeah.
Well, in this case, it's like the county. Again, I have to look at the big picture. I mean, because we've got so many different things that we do, from serving civil process to bailiff in the courts and you name it. And so a lot of the decisions sometimes aren't popular, but I'm trying to do the very best I can looking at that great big picture.
Yeah. Well, I think you made the right decision, and in my opinion, some of this has been blown way out of proportion. And of course, there's being steps made in the House and the Senate right now to make sure it don't happen again with some of the craziness going on. But overall, I mean, and I want to remind folks that the sheriff sitting here, if you're in Big Flat, Arkansas, what's it as the crow flies, 50, 53 miles down Big Flat? I mean, if you just had a straight shot, I don't know.
You probably know better than I do.
I don't even think it's,
as the crow flies.
It
takes you.
It's probably a little bit less as a crow flies. Now, if you go by road, it's probably in the, somewhere around 55 to 60 miles.
They're still in Baxter County.
Yes.
And that's your jurisdiction. You've got a long, narrow county, Missouri line to Big Flat. That's a lot of ground to cover.
And we're very fortunate. The Quorum Court has blessed us, and it's been several years in the making, but we finally were able to add some deputies, one patrol deputy, and we have a new detective, and so we're finally getting some relief. That we've been, because I think we figured it's like 22 years since we'd had a deputy on the road. And Baxter County, not only the population has grown, but the calls for service has gone up.
And COVID had aided in the increase of domestic violence calls too.
Oh, it probably close to tripled. And that's not just here; that's nationwide. It was a big problem. Drug overdoses are way, way, way up. I don't know if I can say they're double, but I mean it's way up. Suicide rates are up, and so again, that's debatable whether or not this state should have been shut down, and we can, I don't even want to go into that debate because you're going to have lots of different opinions, but there's consequences. And sometimes those consequences have to happen. I get that. You're going to have certain things you have to do, but we said early on that this was going to be, because we can see it, and for years. I mean, I've been doing this. I think I started 33 years ago in law enforcement, and so I can tell you every time we would have, bad snowstorm, ice, or whatever, where people were cooped up, and if it lasted more than a day, the domestic violence calls went up. Okay, so now all of a sudden, you take that times umpteen days. Law enforcement could see it coming, and we have. Yeah. It's one of those. I said, in fact, I said, I think on this program a year ago, I said, I hope I'm wrong, but yeah. And unfortunately, I was not wrong. And law enforcement, it's in the calls and the number of reports and fights, and it's just, again, people are cooped up, and you do that for long periods of time, and you've got problems.
It's going to happen. Yeah. And the drug use, I was talking with somebody the other day. We were talking about why do people want meth or coke or even marijuana in their bloodstreams?
I tell you what, I really wished right now was going into at least my stomach, which would end up in the. So I think they do this on purpose, because several times that I've been on the show, they're cooking breakfast. So the deputies are cooking, and they sent me a picture. And I will say this, because I kind of ribbed Sergeant James Binion about not being able to make gravy. However, it might be that someone bought him a book on how to make gravy. And
how to make gravy.
So I got a picture this morning. So he made gravy this morning, and I've had a couple people say that it really is good gravy. So, Sergeant Binion, I salute you. And
is he going to bring some down here for you? Or
no. They just sent the picture. The picture of the breakfast this morning. So,
boy, that's put the carrot in front of the horse's nose.
Seems like every time you're here, they're having breakfast and having a good time over there.
They are, and and I tell you, we laugh, we joke, we cut up as much as we can, because I can tell you the stress level is extremely high. Sorry, Deputy Zappa, Smiley, I forgot the cup, but we. I guess they heard me. They must be watching.
While they're eating the gravy.
Yep. So,
congratulations, Binion, by the way.
So again, we do joke and cut up a lot, because again, it's a very stressful job. And so, and on that same note, I will say this, and although I'm not at liberty because this person wanted to remain anonymous, but we had a donor that contacted me and wanted to do something for the deputies, something that would be different, something that we couldn't go buy with tax dollars. I mean, something like that. So after visiting with her, we ended up buying, or she did, I should say, a very nice barbecue grill for the deputies that's kept down. And so now, as time comes, they can cook out, because a lot of times at night, I mean, especially if you work midnight shift, there's nowhere to go. So, I mean, if they can fire up the grill and cook something for them, it's better for them anyway, and then than fast food. And
sure.
So, again, I can't say who, but very appreciative.
Nice. That's very nice.
That's
a good idea.
Of course, we have the Sheriff's Foundation, and that's how we did it. I mean, she basically, that way she could get a little tax deduction, so she did that. And we had another donor last month made a very nice, sizable donation and bought 4 bulletproof vests for the officers. So, again, we're just so blessed in this community.
Boy, that's good. It's good to have that kind of support. Wow. We need to grab a break. Come up on 7:35. More with the sheriff right after this.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
7:36, visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery, and I think last month we said that that the old gasoline station right there had been purchased by the county. And what's the status of that purchase and that improvement there?
That has been purchased. The county owns that now, and I had several questions asking, what about the, because it used to be a gas station. What about the gas tanks? Those had been moved long ago.
Oh,
so
were they?
Yeah, so that's not an issue. County's got a lot going on right now, but hats off to Mike Watts at Road and Bridge and Judge Pendergrass, and the plan is to tear that building down. We have no use. It's old and there's nothing there, but
It's been there for 50
or probably more than that.
More
but
than that
but
years,
we're gonna turn that into parking. Right now, working with Entergy, it'd really be helpful if we could move a telephone pole about 10 feet, and so it would just make it easy to tie those two parking lots together, because if you've been to the sheriff's office, the parking is horrible. Years and years ago, when they widened 62, it took most of the parking, and it's hard to get in and out of there. So it will
especially with the stoplight right there.
Right. And then there's some other plans in the infancy stage, on possibly, because the county had already owned the property right below that. There's a kind of a triangle.
Yeah.
And so the county had already owned that little gas station area was sort of in between. So we've got some ideas, and actually it's not really for the sheriff's office, but how we can help another county area agency or elected official in the county with some improvements that maybe we can use for. So that's very much in the infancy, and but again, we're thankful to have that property, and
that'll help out, give you a little bit of elbow room there.
Yeah, it will help. And so if we can get with Entergy, and like I said, if we can just move that in it, I don't think it's going to be a problem, but if we can just move that about 10 feet,
that would help.
We can now tie those two parking lots together, so you can easily flow back and forth.
Yeah. And the helicopter, we still got the helicopter and everything doing good there?
Everything's good there. We were down assisting Newton County. They had a gentleman that lost, and unfortunately they found him deceased. But we were down assisting them in a search effort.
Newton County?
Near Jasper.
Near Jasper, right.
Yeah. So that was time gets away. I think it was the end of last week, I think.
Well, I heard a couple choppers going out.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So, but no, we're in good shape there.
Overall crime, I mean, we don't have, I don't want to open a Pandora's box here or jinx it, but, there hasn't been a lot of crime. I mean, there's some petty stuff going on, but
well, we've had. I mean, Baxter County is still, I consider, an extremely safe place to live. If if your wife wanted to go to Walmart here, or Harps or someplace like that at 10 o'clock at night, you go get in the car and you go. I mean, and you really don't worry about it. And so, unlike other places, even around the state, and so
you wouldn't do that in West Memphis,
or Little Rock,
or Pine Bluff,
so
even Conway,
right. And so, certainly, it's a safe place. Now, do we have our issues? Of course, we had the incident that happened Tuesday. We've got, I don't know, I've lost count how many we've got in jail. We're holding on murder charges. 8, 9.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
So it happened in Baxter County?
Yes.
Charged in Baxter?
Yeah. So, certainly we have, and part of that, our population is growing in the jail, which of course that creates more issues.
I'm seeing 132 today.
Yeah, and that's down. We were in the 140s, but court is back in session. Unfortunately, jury trials still. Now Supreme Court of Arkansas basically sets the rules for the court systems, and they've pushed that off now until May before they can start jury trials. So.
And so in the meantime, you guys just sit there in a jail and it fills up.
Well, and it's a problem because a lot of those crimes, again, if they're convicted, the jury is going to hammer them. Okay, and so that's you can usually and you can't have a trial in every case because the court we don't have enough judges or courts or whatever. So plea bargains happen, but they happen. While sometimes it's very frustrating, it's a necessary part of the court system so that you can get them processed and either put on probation or taken to prison or whatever. But because they know there's no trials, and they're getting sweetheart deals, or they're just sitting there waiting, and so we need the relief, so we need and so now when they open it up, and again this keeps getting pushed off. It was January, and then it was February, and now here we are. It's May, and so I don't want to come across critical of the Supreme Court, but we got to have some relief. I mean, this has gone on long enough, and so. And
is
justice,
it COVID based because
of oh yeah, and justice needs to be done. I mean, on these cases. So now you're going to, when they do open up and start jury trials, and again, I don't know if that will change between now and May, but when we thought they were going to open up in March, they were going to actually use the fairground to hold the jury trial, because they could space and scatter and, big enough space and whatever. But that creates a whole nother set of logistics because we have to bailiff the courts. And now you look at the extra personnel and all of the extra security that has to go in there.
There's no security at the fairgrounds.
Well, there will be when we do it. Okay.
They'll have to install metal detectors and all kinds of stuff.
There's all kinds of stuff that would have to happen. And so I don't know what's going to happen now in May, whether they will continue to plan on using that, because, again, it'll depend on the rules that the Supreme Court sets down when they do finally say you can have jury trials.
And you got to be so backlogged, it's going to take forever to get caught back up.
You're exactly right, and that creates a strain on the whole system, because you're going to now have prosecutors and deputy prosecutors that have to totally devote, and it takes a lot of prep work to have a jury trial.
Yeah.
The cost of assembling a jury and to have a trial. I mean, it's because we don't have that many normally, but. And I'll part of it I'll tell you why. This goes back years ago, and I understand the mindset of America, and even here in this area, has changed somewhat. But long time ago, I remember a case I was involved in, and it was a pretty major drug dealer. And so we caught him, and he'd had several other previous convictions, and so he wanted the trial. And so he hired I would say a pretty prominent, high-powered attorney from out of the area, and so the day of the trial, the prosecution offered them 15 years in prison. Okay? Said, no way, not taking it. We're going to trial. So the trial lasted, I can't remember, 2 or 3 days. Excuse me. And the jury goes out, deliberates, comes back, finds him guilty. So it's called a bifurcated trial. So now the jury, okay, here's your instructions, here's the range of punishments, sends you back out, deliberate to decide what the punishment was. And the jury came back and gave him 99 years. Now, everybody wanted the plea bargain that was after that, who's waiting to go to trial. Okay. Okay. And so I use that as an example. This area, this community, and again, being kind of a broad stroke of the brush, we like safe communities, and we don't want the riffraff. And so, so again, there's a lot of things that's positive about having a jury trial.
Yeah.
From time to time.
I never thought of that. Have you?
No, makes sense though.
Turned down 15 and got 99. But he'd like to plea bargain again, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that plea's off the table once you get to that point.
I got to bring this up again. I mean, drug paraphernalia, controlled substance, drugs. I don't get the drug use. I just don't understand the drug use. Here's another one. Drug paraphernalia. Just a lineup of drugs. Drugs. What's wrong with society that we've got so much drugs out there? Jamie Leach from First Step comes in about once every 4 to 6 weeks, and we talk about this stuff. And we talked about the fentanyl and the cofentanyl. Why put that in your bloodstream? I know. I mean, I'm going through here. I'm on the Baxter County Sheriff's website. It's just excuse me.
I would say probably 90% of it's drug related.
Well, drug related.
Yeah.
And so and that's part of the problem. And this may not set well with some, but, certainly, I mean, I have changed some of my feelings and philosophies, as I've gotten older and been in this law enforcement for as many years as I have. If the drugs only hurt the person themselves and didn't affect family members and didn't affect neighbors, and I'm not sure I care. Okay, I know that's probably not popular, but the problem is, and I hear this, well, it's a victimless crime. No, it is absolutely not a victimless crime. It affects the kids that's in the household and the family members and the assaults and, the battery that's going on and the abuse and kids going hungry because, parents are using the money to buy drugs and people driving on the roadway that's under the influence and I can go on and on and on, stealing and breaking in and burglaries and, and again, I'm just painting a broad stroke here, but if you look at the people that's in prison for murder or even in our jail waiting trial, again, broad brush, most of the time it has to do with drugs. So it is not a victimless crime, and that's the reason we continue to work and fight. And I will tell you, I'm very proud of the law enforcement in this area. And every time something happens similar to Tuesday, it just reinforces how great law enforcement we have in this area. And I'm not just talking about the sheriff's office, which of course I'm very proud of. but the state police and the city police and of Mountain Home and Gassville and Cotter and Lakeview and then Game and Fish, who work with us all the time. I mean, I can just go on
Sure.
down the list of how great our law enforcement is. And so it's frustrating, there's no doubt, when they work as hard as they work. And again, before they can get the report written, the person's out of jail, and you know, they don't go to prison when they, you know, but the attitudes, we have to keep fighting this to keep our community safe, because it's harder to take it back once you lose it than it is
That's
to
a good
prevent
point.
it.
It really is. Wow. 7:50, last break coming up. More with the sheriff after this.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. Business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Final report of the show, finishing up with Sheriff John Montgomery, and what can we do to help you? I know we have the auxiliary where we can make financial donations or gifts, something like that. The deputies, I mean, y'all do a fantastic job covering all of Baxter County, and I know it's like spreading the butter pretty thin on the bread.
We are, again, very blessed in this community. I mean, had someone contact me yesterday, and they're coming in Friday, and they're going to deliver pizzas at noon, and they're also coming back and delivering some more about 6:30 that night for the night shift guys. And so, again, it's a big thing because our guys in law enforcement are under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, especially with what's going on nationwide. I mean, while it's not. We have the support of the community here, it still does affect them.
Sure it does.
Those type things, a pat on the back, a drop in a card in the mail. I mean, had a phone call that got a call, was complimenting because a deputy helped him change a flat. I mean, those type things mean a lot. That pat on the back goes, just goes so far.
If you see them out and about, buy them a lunch. If you see a policeman in the line, buy them lunch.
It's just again, we are very, very blessed, and we have a broad range, but there's people in this community that for years have supported law enforcement. In fact, I'll give a quick shout out because I got a phone call from a dear friend, Mary James, who called me on my birthday, and she has been a supporter of law enforcement for years. And just again, it's people like Mary and that really mean a lot. To go out of your way and say thank you to us. So,
and if you get pulled over, be polite. I mean, if you don't want pulled over, mind the speed limit, stop at the stop sign. But you get pulled over, you're smiling.
No. Oh, I've been pulled over.
Well, about a year or so ago, I got pulled over, no seatbelt by city, and the policeman was very, very professional, very kind, and I can't say enough good things about it. City police, no problem. And so you just got to remember, they don't know when they're walking up on that car who's behind the steering wheel. And we don't want them hurt, that's for sure, So I shut the engine off, got to park, blinkers on, flashers on.
You got to look, the cops are out there, I don't care if you're city police or the sheriff or whatever, trying to protect the community and get rid of the bad stuff that's going on the street. So they're dealt with a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. And we don't know what
goes behind the scenes.
Yeah. And to know that your community supports you for doing that, it can go a long ways. I mean, there's a lot of communities that I know the police departments, sheriff's departments, whatever, do not feel that that is the case. And we're in a community that really does, and it means so much to them. I've talked to a number of them to know that they're supported by the community, and that's what they're trying to do is protect the community.
Exactly.
But some communities don't look at it like that. And we're just blessed to be here.
So if the guys are still down cooking breakfast and you're watching, thank you guys. Appreciate everything you do in Baxter County. Top-notch group of people.
Really, again, can't say enough how proud I am of all the law enforcement in our area. But
and y'all work together so well, I think.
We do. I can tell you the working relationship is the best I've seen it in my 30-some years.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And it was several agencies working together Tuesday. I know we can't say a lot about it. It's undergoing investigation, but ASP, city, county came together. And, of course, ASP's, I think, doing the investigation,
Sure. Anytime that there's an officer-involved shooting, then, we do, and I know the city does, we typically ask the state police to come in and assist in that investigation because you want an independent outside agency, or at least we do, and I know the city does as well.
Thankfully, no policeman was hurt.
No law enforcement was injured at all. So
that's good. So, what else? We got 2 minutes. Final thoughts. We got the Smiley Cup out here.
Smiley Cup for Deputy Zappa.
Is he still smiling?
He's still smiling.
Binion finally learned how to make gravy.
Binion,
I want my book back, Gravy for Dummies, when you get done.
That ought to be pretty good breakfast down there, That ought to be pretty good. So let's show your support for our law enforcement, sheriff, city, state. Who else am I leaving? Highway police. We got highway police.
You got highway police. You got game and fish. You've got
game and fish.
Again, park rangers. There's a lot of moving parts, if you will, and so having everybody work together obviously is better than everybody trying to do their own thing, and so.
In your cars, all the cars are up and doing.
We're actually, my goodness, we are blessed. We made a decision. So the Quorum Court.
30 seconds. I looked at the clock wrong. Go ahead.
Do what now?
30 seconds.
Oh well, Quorum Court worked with us, and so we actually ended up purchasing some used vehicles. It's got like 50,000 miles on them or whatever, and we could not quite get 2 for 1, but almost. So when we worked with the Quorum Court. So we were able to, in fact, we're finishing up the last batch of them now. So we'll be getting rid of the old stuff. very, very shortly. In fact, there's some of the cars are parked down there. We're getting ready for auction next week.
Good. Thank you for your service, deputies, everybody, Sheriff's Office. Thank you. We got to run. See you tomorrow.